Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood, where Daniel Butchie Brown is the host. Welcome back to the Brown's Neighborhood podcast. We got brother Eugene in the house. Eugene wrote a book, but we're going to talk about his life a little bit. But I didn't know he had wrote this book. This is a new thing going on. You understand what I'm saying, Brother Gene?
Yes, sir.
So just to ask this question, when did the book ever come into your mind to write it?
I guess I was having some hard times in life. Grew up without a father, being in the hood, seeing different things that didn't encourage me to think about having a dream or trying to make something out of my future.
Growing up, where you grew up, Brother G?
Savannah, Georgia.
And you say you was growing up without a father?
Yeah.
So from birth, did you ever have a father in the house?
Not as I can remember.
Not as you can remember?
No.
Dad was never in the home?
No, sir.
Okay. So you grew up pretty tough?
Life was pretty hard.
Was life hard in Savannah?
Yes, it was hard. Growing up back in the 50s and the 60s, minimum wage wasn't nothing too much to depend on. My mother had 4 boys, so
oh, yeah?
I was the oldest.
You were the oldest boy?
Yeah.
Growing up in Savannah. What year was you born, Brother G?
1945.
1945. And how old are you today?
80 years old.
80 years old. God is good, ain't he? Mm-hmm. So we know, through life we have trials and tribulations.
Correct.
So when you was in Georgia, because we going to get you down to California, when you was in Georgia, what were some of the challenges you had in Georgia?
Living. How we as black people live in the Deep South. We was confronted with a lot of things we couldn't do.
Is that right?
It was kind of rough. Things wasn't quite pleasant for us as in our community. Jobs, one of the best jobs you could have during that time would be longshoreman down at the docks.
Job. Out here, longshoreman is a good job.
It was a good job back then and there. That railroad and working longshoreman and truck drivers.
Good job back then.
Very good. They made enough money to take care of the family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were able to work at gas station, but we weren't allowed to take any money. We could pump the gas, but the owner would have to come out and get the money.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So did you get in any trouble as a kid?
As children, you play and, you misbehave sometimes, There was things that I did that I shouldn't have.
Okay, well, we're going to run through this. We just want to know, what did you do? You're a little boy growing up in Savannah. It's just like any other kid growing up in any other state. What did you do?
I went in neighborhoods that I wasn't supposed to go in, which was white folks' neighborhood. I went in their yard, called myself stealing bottles to get enough money to go to the movies.
Call yourself stealing? Did you steal it or you didn't?
I took some, yeah.
Well, you stole them.
Yeah, I look back now, I was...
Look here,
you can
man.
say breaking the law.
Look here, man. If I was growing up in Savannah, Georgia, broke, and there's some bottles I can steal to go get me some change, I'm going to get them and start off running, and hopefully I get away.
Well, I never got caught for taking the bottles.
You never got caught taking bottles?
No.
So that's the worst you ever done in Georgia?
No. I went into a couple of stores and stole some things out of there, cookies off the shelf, sodas out the icebox that they had, and walked out.
So all you ever stole in Georgia was some food?
Yeah. That's about it.
You ain't getting no other trouble?
I didn't go to school like I was supposed to. So at that time, they had truant officers. And if you're absent so many days, the truant officer would come to your house and find out why you haven't been in school. And they would take you and place you in a home.
Just because we call it ditching today.
Ditching, yeah, that's what you call it.
So if you ditching, they going to take you out the home?
They took me out the home and gave me 18 months in a boys' training school.
Is that right? How old were you then?
14.
14? Boy, you was a little man then. They had took you and put you in there for 18 months.
That's what they did.
Were you scared?
I was in an environment that I wasn't used to being. I missed my parents, my mom, my brothers. But I had to learn how to adjust being in a place like that. There were certain things you could do and you could not do. Once you go to bed at night, you was not supposed to talk in the dormitory. If they put your name on a list in the morning, you get a paddle. You get whipped. After the lights go out, no talking.
Wow. Yeah. After the lights go out, no talking. So now you get out of there When you get out of there, where did you come? You come back to the house.
Yeah, came
Went
back
to
home.
Did you go to high school there?
I didn't go to high school in Georgia. I went to high school in Miami, Florida when my mother moved and left us with my aunt. It was like 3 or 4 years later that I got to see my mom. So when I got to Florida, I was in the 10th grade.
Oh, so when you get out of there, you get on down there to Florida in the 10th grade.
Yeah.
Did you want to go to school then?
I wasn't feeling it too good because they had me in a slow learning class.
They had you in a slow learning class?
Yeah, I didn't like that. That's because I guess I didn't go to school and my grades wasn't up to par.
Right.
So I set myself back by not paying attention, paying attention to what I was supposed to do when I was going to school. I thought playing around would, I wasn't serious about nothing.
Wasn't serious about school. Did you graduate when you was over there?
No, I dropped out of high school in Florida.
You dropped
to the 12th grade, yeah.
Dropped on out of there. Now you're getting up in age. Where did once you became a young adult, did you stay in Florida or you moved?
No, I stayed in Florida. I was working for the YMCA.
Oh, yeah?
I met a young lady, and from my knowledge, she got pregnant. So I had a problem with that being my child, you could say.
Okay, you have a problem with it being your child. Was you hitting it?
I mean, we were together.
Were you having sex with her?
Yes, I was having sex.
Okay, well, you act like you didn't put it in. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Me thinking that since I'm so young, I can't have no babies.
Oh, you were thinking you too young to have a baby?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I said it wasn't mine. I ran into.
Did you ejaculate in it?
Of course I did.
Well, then you can have a baby.
Yeah, but ain't nobody told me about something like that happening and, the girl going to get pregnant. I mean, being raised without a father and just your mom working all the time, nobody is teaching you and talking to you about sex.
Right.
You're just a hot little hard-headed boy and, you're ripping and running. You're out of control. You have no set boundaries. You're not thinking correctly because you don't have anybody teaching you what life is all about.
So when she said she was pregnant, what did you do then?
I mean, I was trying to hide it
From
my mom.
From your parents?
From my mother, yeah. I didn't tell her that the girl mother told me that she was pregnant.
Was she a black girl?
Yeah, she was black.
She was black?
So the mother came to my house, knocked on the door, and my mother answered the door, and she said, "I'm here to see your son because he got my daughter pregnant."
Boy, you was almost scared, ready to run away.
Yes, you could say that. I was real nervous, and I'd like, pregnant baby. I mean, what do I know about babies? I was trying to catch my breath to see what I was going to do. I don't know if I was going to stay or run.
Right. So what did you do?
I continued having a relationship with her. Wasn't good because she got pregnant at an early age. She was like 16 and I was like, I guess you could say 19, maybe up in there.
Right.
Her mother didn't like me because of the idea that the girl got pregnant at a young age. Mm-hmm. So that relationship was never built into anything that I felt that would be, I would say, a productive thing in my life as I was growing up. So that became like my father. I left the same way my mother did.
Did you see the baby before you left?
I saw the baby here and there, but it wasn't on my mind. I just wanted to get away, and I left and went.
You left?
I left Florida and went to New York.
Did you ever think back in your mind that I left a baby behind?
Wasn't thinking about that either.
Wasn't thinking?
I don't know. Now that I'm older, I look back and I see things similar to how I grew up without a father. I just left my child. My dad just left me. So is it a curse or is it hereditary? I don't know the words for it. Just like, right. Is it in my blood to do what my father did to me? Mm. And just think nothing of it. I mean, I left a child, a human being.
Right.
I had no feelings, no nothing. And all the years went by. I just lived my life without even thinking that there was a child back there.
Right. And you get to New York and you start. How long did you live in New York?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Wow. And what did you do for a living when you got to New York?
I worked for a shoe store as a stock boy.
Is that right?
I stocked the store with the shoes when they come in and trim the windows. Put the shoes in the windows where people shopping, they could see.
So you was making a living?
Yeah, I was making a living.
Did you get in any trouble in New York?
Yes, I got in trouble in New York.
So trouble was following you?
Yep.
Or you was following trouble one?
Well, I didn't have to get in trouble. I mean, again, when you don't have the right upbringing, it's like you're a rebel. You know, you just run in the street, anything goes. What I see, I mean, it wasn't nothing to inspire me or to lift me up or to encourage me that, hey, it's a better life than the one that you see or the one that you live in. So I thought the fast life would be interesting.
And what did you do that was what you call the fast life?
I got with some guys. We start robbing.
Started what?
Taking money.
Yeah, you started robbing. You know, I mean, you ain't the guy you is right now. You so humble and nice right now.
No.
Back then, you was a rebel.
I was easy to follow other people. It wasn't my idea to go rob nobody. Somebody plant that in my head. Let's get some money.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay, I guess we don't have to hurt nobody. Nope. They have to use no guns. Nope.
Let's go and get it.
So we plan on how to catch the people when they go into the bank to drop the money in the evening down in the chute. We would just follow them, and before they could put the money down there, we just tell them, put a finger in the back, say, hey, hold it now.
You was taking a hell of a chance, wasn't you?
Yeah.
You wasn't scared?
I wasn't thinking about being scared. I was just thinking about the money that was in that pouch.
Yeah, I guess that's how it goes when you're doing some robbing or doing wrong. You ain't thinking about the consequences. You just thinking about, I got to get what I'm looking for, and I'm going to get it. Did y'all get caught?
No, not at first. I mean, you know, the money came, I mean, and it was more money than I've ever had or seen before in my possession. So we decided to keep on doing it. And just by accident, I had no plans on robbing anything. They went in the store, and I was sitting in the car, and they went in there and tried to rob a place, and we got caught.
Man, did you get any time for it?
I got 3 years, which people don't. Now I'm talking about it. I was in Sing Sing prison.
In New York?
In New York. I was in Sing Sing prison before I even went to prison out here in California.
Right.
I was
so
in Sing
how
Sing.
old were you when you went to Sing Sing?
Oh, I don't know. I could have been just turning 20.
Just turning 20.
Just turning 20 because I stayed in Sing Sing prison because I was a cook. I was supposed to go to a youth authority, Elmira, but they wanted to keep me there because I was a good cook, so they override my transfer. So I did all my time in Sing Sing. I did 18 months in Sing Sing on the 4 years.
Is that right? So once you got released, what was your plan? To get out of New York?
No, I mean, I got out of New York and, I mean, you know, I got out of prison and then I needed a job. So while being on parole, my parole officer found me a job.
So they had parole way back then?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you don't just get out and be free.
Oh, you was on parole?
I was on parole. I did 12 months and got off.
You did 12 months on parole, and then you got off parole?
Yeah.
Man, once you got off parole, were you ready to get up out of there? You just started working and stuff?
I started working, but New York wasn't a place that I wanted to call home. It was too fast. I mean, drugs was everywhere during that time. I mean,
was drugs everywhere?
Everywhere.
Did you ever use drugs in New York?
Never.
Did you ever try to sell drugs?
Never.
So when it was time to leave New York, where did you decide you wanted to go?
I went back to Savannah to see my mom.
Oh, you went back?
But my mom wasn't in Savannah anymore. My mother she made Florida her home.
Oh, is that right?
So I went back looking for her there, and they told me, no, your mother never came back. So I went to Florida.
Looking for her?
Looking for my mom.
Did you ever find her?
I found my mom.
How was she doing?
Not good. She had turned into an alcoholic.
You had turned into an alcoholic. And so you decided to do what? Stay or should you go?
No, I had my younger brother was with his father. My other brother, he went to the military. So that left only me out. I didn't want to stay in Florida. I had bigger dreams, you know. I wanted to come to a place like California. My brother was in the military, the one next to me, and he was telling me, man, California is the place to be. He said, if you go to California, my girlfriend got an auntie out there, and she'll let you stay there until you can get a job. So I came.
And how in the world you going to get to California? Florida's a long way, man.
Correct.
How you do it?
I met a young lady, and I told her that I was coming to California and that I would send for her once I get here. And I asked her, did she want to leave from where she was? She said, yeah. She bought me a car.
What?
And so I drove the car.
Man, wait a minute, man. You was You was that much of a player, she gonna buy you a car.
Well, I think I sold her a pipe dream. I wasn't going to send
You sold her a dream.
Yeah.
She buy you a car.
Well, she did it because she wanted to, because I was talking about, we can be together, and how would you like to come to California?
Was you a smooth talker then? Don't think
If
about it,
I
was you
was
a smooth talker?
If I was a smooth talker, it wasn't something that I planned to be, like, just play women. I didn't know anything about that. I think the color of my eyes, the color of my skin, and maybe the way I talk kind of got to them, and they just like, they
bit.
They just felt like I was someone to like, someone to be with.
So you was looking good. You had the eyes.
Yeah.
The skin color was good. Now you 80 now, so just imagine if you was how old? About 25, 4 or something.
Back then, I never had a problem with women.
You didn't have no problem with them?
Never.
Never had a problem?
Never.
Why you didn't have a problem with them, bruh?
Well, I think one of the things was I was lifting weights, and I had a nice physique. That came along with it, and martial arts. So, I was doing things that a lot of other fellas wasn't doing.
You was looking like man to have.
Yeah.
And did you know that? Man, look here, man.
Yeah, when I look in the mirror at myself, I felt good about what I saw. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me work on these arms.
And you knew did you know the women liked it?
Yeah, I knew they liked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were
liking me. You take one
me.
of these guys at the gym today. He got a little muscles and all of that. He know the women that want him. He like, you know what I'm saying? Did you know the women wanted you?
I could feel it.
You can feel it?
Yeah, being around them. Whenever they were around me, I can feel it.
Well, you was a nice guy, huh? You was a nice kind of guy.
We didn't have much to do. When I first started all this girl stuff, you could only go to the movies, go to the park,
but
the
you
beach.
got that car.
But I got that car when I came here. I just stopped talking to her because I wanted to focus on working.
You done got a car, got to California, and forgot about it. Yep, talk. Come on, talk. Yep.
Well,
no,
the problem is,
look.
I met another woman, and she was too far away, couldn't date her. And
right,
she wasn't ready to come.
We finna talk, cause you gonna ride like we on the tricycle. We ain't on no tricycle. We on 10 speeds now, and we gonna finally get in the car and start rolling. You know what I'm saying? Look here, you got here, you met another woman.
Correct.
And you start talking to her.
Start talking to her.
And where were you living at when you met this woman?
I was living on 46th Street in Butler.
46th in Butler?
Mm-hmm.
You finally get a job?
Yeah. I got a job working for the Board of Education.
Oh, you got a job working for the Board of Education?
Yeah.
And you met this woman?
Yeah.
And how did you meet her?
Well,
I
had just opened up my martial arts school. So in the neighborhood, I had a lot of students. And a lot of students' parents would come and pick up the kids in the evening, around 7 o'clock, because some of them got off from work at 5 and they had to get to where the school was to pick up the kids.
So you started teaching martial arts.
Correct.
And you was working at the school.
Yeah.
So the women was picking up their kids from the martial arts school.
Correct.
So you had a pick of the litter.
You could say that, but I didn't get one of those women.
You didn't?
No.
But did they want you?
Yeah, a few of them liked me. I knew it.
You don't like you?
Yeah.
You're a real modest kind of guy.
But I wasn't interested in them.
Are you a real modest kind of man? Because you do a whole lot of thinking.
Slightly. I don't just randomly run up and have a conversation with a woman. I just watch their movement. I watch what they say to me.
And
I go on that.
You know if they like you. You know when they like you.
Yeah.
And you know once they like you, you know what to do.
You got telephone numbers, talk.
You acting like you don't know what to do.
No, I didn't say I didn't
I know you know what to do.
I didn't say I didn't know what to do. I just said, I kind of... in other words, I didn't chase women.
You didn't chase?
I wasn't a chase, no.
Did they chase you?
They came to me. I've never really, like I told you, I never had a problem with women.
You got the Mac look, you know what I'm saying, that man from the movie. I can't think of his name.
You're talking about Mac Julius.
Mac Julius, you know what I'm saying? So you 80 now. Yeah. I just want people to get it. You 80 right now.
Correct.
You take off 50 years. Oh, you and Mac Julius had a run for it, boy. Yeah. So you didn't chase him.
No, I didn't have to.
Didn't have to.
No.
doing karate, a martial art man with a hell of a body on him, working with the kids, getting them ready.
And how I met my wife is when she walked into the studio to pick up her little brother. I saw her, she saw me.
You met your wife?
Yeah.
Coming in to pick up her brother?
Yeah. She was...
And y'all looked at each other
yeah.
and knew it was on.
Yeah. She was 18, 17, 18. She was going to Manual High School. It was her last year.
Is that right?
And so I asked her about coming in and join the class, and she said, my mother sent me around here and said I need to get out the house and do something.
I bought her a uniform. The class?
Yeah, she joined the class and for about 3-4 months, and then we start going out.
Going out?
First time.
And you end up marrying her?
Yeah, first time we
Boy, you got
had
that
a
young
sexual encounter,
tender,
she got pregnant. That's why.
She got pregnant?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had my first child with her.
Second?
Well, second child.
But
first with her.
Oh, with her. First
yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's a funny thing because, like I said, knowing that I was told I had a son, that didn't even register to me. So, I mean, I was excited about that. I was working 2 jobs after she got pregnant because I started working for Vista Child Care Center out in Century City. I was a house parent. I worked at night from 10 to 7 in the morning.
Is that right?
And then from 8:30 in the morning till 1:30 in the afternoon for the Board of Education.
Wow.
And then I opened up my martial arts school in about 4 to 7, come home, get a couple of hours of sleep, and I'm off to the other job.
You working like that?
Yeah, I was working like that. I was making good money. And I had to take care of myself and the young lady who was pregnant.
And so y'all got married and started living together?
Got married. The mother didn't come to the wedding. I had the wedding at my school.
So the mother didn't come to the wedding?
No, she didn't show up.
Why do you think the mother didn't come to the wedding?
She was upset about the girl being pregnant. And then on top of that, I mean, she had 7 kids. Julie was the oldest. So...
Oh, the mother already had 7 of them.
She had 7 kids.
And you went and got her oldest daughter pregnant.
Right.
So you took away help out the house.
That's what happened, and we didn't get along at all.
Wow.
So she didn't come to the wedding.
You took away the babysitter.
Yeah.
The cook.
Yeah. House cleaning, everything.
Everything, yeah. And now you got her, and you over there doing your thing, raising her. And so what else you get into after that?
I was trying to have a relationship with my wife, but the mother-in-law she was like a Tasmanian devil. I mean, and I start seeing that every time I look at my wife. And then the mother was doing things that I didn't like. Come over here where I live at, take my baby, and when I come from work, I ask my wife, where's the kid? She tell me, my mother came and got her. I said, well, who told her to come over here and take the baby without my permission? She said, well, it's my baby too. Then I started like, okay, I see what's going on here. So I just got involved with another woman at the job where I was working.
Boy,
start cheating.
Boy, look at here. I done told you, man. Control that heater. No, I ain't tell you that.
Being unhappy and miserable with somebody that you're in love with and they're not treating you right and they taking their mother's side and, like, you my wife. Say
So in other words, you wasn't happy at home.
No, I wasn't.
And by not being happy at home, being a nice-looking man, another woman start hitting on. Or you start hitting on her, one of the two.
No, I mean, I had a brand new car, which was a Trans Am with a big bird on the front. It was pretty. So women came at me when they saw that car. I mean, it was just, I didn't have to talk. The car did the talking.
The car, ooh, it happens a lot of times, too. Car doing the talking and a nice-looking man getting out of it.
It did the talking.
And a nice-looking guy getting out the car. They checking it all out, man. It ain't no shame in it. They checking out the man, they looking at the car, and they think you got some money.
But now, I didn't have a lot of women at one time.
Well, I ain't saying you had a lot of women at one time. I say they thought you looked at the car.
Correct.
Looked at the man, you working. They thought you had some money.
Well, I had money because I was working.
Yeah.
I had money because I had that car.
Yeah. So
I had money because I dressed nice.
Oh, you was a sharp dresser.
Yes. All the time.
All of that play a part, man.
All the time. I dress real nice.
So you dressed real nice all the time.
I had nice clothes.
I could imagine you, man. I'm looking at you at 80, man. And I'm looking at you at 80, and now I'm taking off 50 years. And you dressing sharp. and you was trouble. Not like bad, not bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a man. You know. Women
people
love a sharp dressing man, a good dressing man, a man that looks nice, and a man driving around in a nice car and he working.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And the thing it is, I wanted to always be in a band. You know, I wanted to sing because I could sing. And
so you asking for more trouble.
When I got in a band and put the band together, my wife, she hated that. She said, you're wasting your money. Why you spending it and ain't nobody in the band helping you pay for the studio time? I said, listen, sit down and shut up. This is my dream, and it's a vision that I have. And I'm thinking we're going to have a big house and, get a hit record or do something big. And she was not supportive to that. And it just drained me from trying so much with her. It's like no matter what I did, it just wasn't good enough for her. It was like she just wanted me to take an old meaty job and just come home, and that didn't satisfy me because I didn't think I could really do what I wanted to do as far as providing for my family, knowing where I came from, and we ain't ever had nothing down in Georgia. Right. And so I was pushing, scrapping, fighting, thinking, all kind of things. Separated from her, I didn't feel good about that. The thing is that being in a band and start singing, there were women coming around. They would hear the band playing and I'm singing and stuff, and they would be there. And so I saw it. I got involved. I started telling them, we gonna come along with me, and I'm gonna make you a star. Come along with me, and we gonna do our things. And they were coming, and you sit back and you think about what you promised somebody. See, the mistake was promising women something that you weren't going to give them, but you was getting something from them.
What you was getting from them?
Sex. I was lying. They couldn't sing, and I knew it.
You were lying to them?
Yeah. But I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to what. I didn't think I was lying to get sex. I just knew that they wanted to be a part, and I said, well, And they were telling me, I'm willing to do anything. So I'm like, oh, you are? Okay, show me.
Yeah.
And so I got it. They gave it to me.
When you become a singer or playing in a band or any of that, that's what it comes.
But then again, being young and inexperienced, and you don't know that you're playing with somebody else's life and future.
Look here, man, you was from the country, Savannah, Georgia, way in the hick town. Come to California, decent looking brother, and then all of this, you in Cali now, man. Ain't no dirt roads. It might been some, but I don't. Yeah. And you get down here, you working, you see this fine woman come in the karate studio, and that, might have didn't work. And now you go to singing in a studio, and they looking at you. They thinking you finna hit a hit record, and they was fine coming in there, wasn't they?
Correct.
And you got it.
The one that wanted me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
That's what the average man do.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's like you ain't do nothing that the average man wouldn't do.
Yeah, again, like I say, let's say I came from a fine family, two-parent. Let's say I finished high school. Let's say my mom and dad was professional people. Mm-hmm. They had good jobs. Mm-hmm. And I come from a home was stable. I'm living here and there and leaving one state and living with people I don't know. And, I look back now and I'm saying, they took me in on my word that I would pay my rent and gave me a place to stay. Mm-hmm. I got on my feet. I got on my feet because I was willing to work. I wasn't thinking about robbing, selling dope, or doing anything. I wanted to work because I've worked all my life. Yeah. You get involved with people who just don't have a positive outlook on life. You start running with them and you take on that facade. You take on that mindset. I just want to run the street. I'll steal, I'll rob, I'll take what I want. I'll hustle. Well, when you don't have parents to give you guidance, man, your thinking can be very destructive.
Yeah.
And you become desperate. So one of the things you were saying, what made you write the book? Desperation. Desperation of one day I'm going to be an older man. Where am I going to be in life? How will I be able to take care of myself? And will I have to keep looking at the scars on my back the disappointments and the trouble I got in when I was younger? I got to carry that. People don't want to accept you. They don't care whether you change or not. They just hear you've been to prison and you're bad.
So let's
I had
check this out.
to, hey, that's rough.
Come on, let me get to this here. Being in California, did you ever become a hustler?
Yeah, when I got out of prison, I sold dope.
What did you go to prison for?
Sexual assault.
You went to prison for sexual assault.
Correct.
Did somebody lie on you or something?
Well, what happened, again, like you were saying, I was playing games and, met a woman. I didn't tell her I was married. And I was seeing her more than I was seeing my wife.
The woman fell in love.
She was paying bills, giving me money, paying my car note, all that stuff.
Who was that other woman?
Yeah.
Boy, you sure was playing with fire. Woman taking care of you, somewhat. Paying your bills, giving you money, having sex with her, right?
Yeah.
Having good sex with her?
Yeah.
Or was it just mediocre?
No, I fell in love with her. I was more in love with her than I was with my wife, and I was ready to leave my wife, but I didn't leave her at the time because she had just had a baby.
What made you fall in love with her?
Because the things that I did with her, I couldn't do with my wife. My wife she wasn't open to those kind of things.
What kind of things was that, if I may ask?
Like horseback riding. I wanted to go picnics. I wanted to take trips. And she wasn't used to that. She was just homely, like cook, wash clothes, scrub, take care.
Most guys want a homely woman.
Yeah, true enough. But I had to have some kind of fun out of life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all was doing things together.
Yeah, I was
enjoying life together.
Lots of things.
And so you end up falling in love with the other woman.
I did.
And how did that become a disaster?
She found out I was married.
And what happened?
She told her father, and he decided that he wanted to talk to me about his daughter. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you can't come back to my house because you're married. I said, well, I'm getting a divorce. He said, well, bring me the paperwork and show it to me. But don't come back here without it. So that kind of just threw me out, because I was in love, felt bad, under pressure with married. I'm still screwing the women because I'm in the band. So I promised I promised a girl, I said, listen, you come with me, I'll put you on the CD cover and I'll train you to sing. And I said, but it's going to cost you now because you're going to have to put something in because you can't get something for nothing. She said, well, what I got to do? I said, well, what you got to give, all you got to give is yourself. So give me you.
That's what you said? That's
what I said.
What?
And
she did?
She did it. And then about the next week, she came to rehearsal. And the guys in the band, they was upset. They were like, that girl can't sing, man. What you got to come in here for with all that crap? You understand? Wasting our time, you spending money, and tell her to go away. So I told her, I said, hey, you know what? I got to let you go. The band ain't going to play for you. They don't. And that was...
Boy, you created a monster.
She said, listen, you can't do that to me. I said, what do you mean I can't? She said, because you can't do that to me. I'm going to get you. I said, you can't get me. She said, you'll see. And she went off. And that was on a Friday. Monday, I pick up my wife and child from the babysitter. And I was turning on Normandy Avenue in Vernon. And the police pulled in behind me and pulled me over.
Yeah.
And they draw their guns, told me to get out the car, get on my knees. My wife was in there. They had the guns on my baby and my wife. And I said, well, what you stopping me for? They say, well, there's a warrant for your arrest.
What?
And they said, you'll find out when you get to the county jail. So they took me down there, booked me in. I went to court the next day. They told me that I was charged with sexual assault.
And you went to jail?
I did 2 years in jail without a trial. They wanted me to take a 3-year deal, because they said I got something from the girl, but she didn't get nothing from you. So let's make it easy here. Take the deal and everybody will be happy. I said, no, I'm not doing that, because you want me to say something that I didn't do. I didn't take anything. She gave it to me. Yeah, well, you got something for nothing, the district attorney told me. I said, well, what are you doing in here talking to me? You're not supposed to be talking to me. And my attorney was standing right there. So I said, it's a game. You're playing games here with me. But I was learning that from the people that was in jail that was telling me about the deal making, and you could go home early. But I felt like that was something that I was going to have to live with for the rest of my life. So I said, no, I'm not taking no deal. So being in jail, incarcerated for 2 years without a trial, it was my word against her word. That's all they had. I never said I didn't have sex with her. I never said that. I said I didn't take anything. And what got to me was I took a girl to a motel. I got out of my car, went to the window, purchased a room, came back to my car. The woman is in the car. She get out the car and she go to the room with me. I open the door and we go in. So how am I taking something? So in other words, you're saying after we got in the room, she didn't want to give it to me. So you know, one of the guys in prison told me, he said, man, they just trying to make deals, send you to prison, you know, give you a record. That's what they do here in California. He said, so if I beat my murder trial, I'm going to come and get you. And he was a big-time dope dealer in Altadena. So he beat his murder trial, and he sent his woman back to tell me that he's going to bail me out. My bail was only $20,000. So can you imagine sexual assault case for $20,000? Then the regular judge, he went on vacation. So I got a new judge, and he was saying, why is this man incarcerated all this time, and his bail, he don't have a reduction in his bail, $10,000. So I had a $1,000 bail, and I got out.
But you still had to deal with the charge.
I still had to deal with the charge. But the guy who bailed me out, he said, listen, they just trying to send you to prison, man. So I suggest you leave the state of California. Here's $5,000, get out of here.
And you left.
I took the money and I left.
Man, so you really on the run.
I was on the run.
Wow. So did you ever come back to California?
No, they picked me up in Savannah, Georgia, and brought me back.
So when you went back to Savannah, you end up whatever, and the police got you in Savannah.
Yeah, I was working for Georgia Regional State Hospital. I had a job.
So you was working in Savannah.
Correct.
And the police end up getting you, whatever, however that.
They got me because I was living with a girl, and I left. And she got upset with me, and she told the police I broke in her house.
God, dog, boy, you and women just ain't having it. It ain't working out, baby.